Scarab versus Zippy. It is the final 1v1 in the 8-player single elimination Masked Duelist tournament. Now, what is Masked Duelist, you might ask yourself? Well, the answer is a tournament in which 1v1 pros play each other with hidden identities. We will not be revealing their identities until the end of the tournament and someone has won. In the process, they'll be getting to guess who they're playing against, as well as you guys will guess who they're playing. So far, I have not revealed their guesses because they're too good at it. you guys aren't as good as they are. So I'll reveal them later, at least in my experience. I won't say whether or not they've been getting them right, today. But when we did our test matches, they were pretty good at recognizing who they were playing against. Certainly a bit above chat's level. And right now, we finish it off with Scarab versus Zippy. You have a problem? You think Zippy is Reddles. I can't tell if you're being legitimate or not. So far, chat has guessed that 3 of the 6 players who have played are Reddles. And I think at this point, they might be trolling just a little bit. I have reminded them multiple times that, just because they picked someone in a previous game doesn't mean that person might not actually show up later. But I think they are taking it to an absolute extreme. A real Rolliver? A real R Oliver? Thank you for the brand new Prime. Much appreciated. As Scarab's going to drop the wow, and the first goal of the game is going to go to Zippy. Interesting kickoff from Scarab. Wait, it was also a delay from Zippy. I don't know if that was because they reacted to what Scarab did, which was the single jump full kickoff. Zippy not going to be able to get back to this one. So Scarab going to get on the board. Scarab hopefully not having any controller issues, but clearly dropped the controller immediately after scoring, which does worry me slightly. By running theories, the same 2 players have played each time, and it's all conspiracy. Well, if that's true, they've done a good job of mixing up the score lines, because we have had, I guess, 2 sweeps and a Game 5 match. Zippy gonna launch a flick from the midfield crossbar, down and in. And a 2-1 lead for Zippy. A nasty flick as they turn left, flick right to put it into the top right. Scarab on 0 boost, getting starved out here on the back line. And Zippy gonna get a 3rd goal. Scarab doing their best to survive as long as possible, but Zippy just tapping it away, getting the bucket. Zippy with a kickoff win, it would seem. Scarab actually with a wall pinch to send it away. Chat saying Zippy is Reddles. Scarab is Lachinio. He has come back from a long retirement to play in this hidden 1v1 tournament. Scarab AJ. Zippy Toxic. Can already tell. What if Feer is making us watch 2 bots play? That was my original theory, was that I created a bunch of bots and I'm just trying to convince you they're real players. Lachinio was playing Mario Kart a few days ago. Maybe that was his practice. Oh, that's a good point. Zippy air dribble bump. Gonna convert for a goal. Scarab, little wave dash demo, and we'll slow roll it in. I'm not gonna lie, if I'm Reddles, I'm gonna go full cringe to tilt Reddles. Any lag? Wait a second. Slight leaks. As Scarab is asking Zippy if they have any lag. Presumably, they're trying to get confirmation that they aren't the only ones with lag. And then maybe asking for a new server, but Scarab getting deep in their head with a late musty flick. Zippy sends it into the ground, can't get back. Never mind, Scarab saying it's because they're on the wrong internet setting. Now, this is the biggest metagame that has probably ever been done so far in pretty much any of the matches. Because Scarab has admitted they are one of the people who constantly change back and forth. Yeah, it is a bit laggy. Want a new server? I mean, let's just get a new server. I'm sorry. Sorry, I am pausing. You both agreed it was laggy. Well, actually, we got a diagonal kickoff, which is what we had last time. Back into the match. Both these guys were laggy. I think the kickoff that we got rid of was a diagonal kickoff. So it worked out perfectly, as Zippy is going to read the half flip kickoff from Scarab and take the ball into the back corner. Now Scarab trying to put one on target in the bottom right. Gets denied. Scarab in the air. Delayed. Musty is saved. Scarab has the resets, but gets it dunked. Scarab trying to do some very low to the ground aerial plays right now as Zippy resets to the back corner. Zippy, a first touch catch and then kind of lost the ball. Scarab, that was a pretty greedy attempt from Scarab to try and get that back corner boost, chaining some wall dashes together before resetting on the opposite side of the field. Zippy, low 50. Scarab recovers. And Zippy's actually going to get a wall dash in order to bump Scarab out of the way and get what could be the game one winning goal. Delayed kickoff from Scarab. And a decent chance, but Zippy gets up to pop it away. Now without the boost. Oh, a demo though. So wait a second. A very promising chance at 0 seconds for Scarab. A pre-flip, needs to get a bump, gets under the ball, can't fully keep it up, but not a bad idea. A little pre-flip, then bump the defender, and if he could get it just a little bit farther, he could have got underneath it. I need to tab out. Whoo! Almost. Didn't get there in time. Scarab and Zippy. Zippy going to take the 1-0 series lead. Zippy, double jump bump, and it's a goal. Scarab backing off. Zippy taking advantage. Prediction is still open. Is it really? We'll make sure to end it. Yeah, so people got to put some late points on Zippy, who now has slightly over 50% chance to win, according to the prediction. Oh, wow. How about now? How does the chatters feel about Zippy now after he managed to somehow not score that one? Scarab with a little 360 dash out of the midfield. Very interesting decision from Zippy. This just seemed like it made no sense. An air dribble, 1 inch off the wall, straight down the wall, feels very stealable. And that's exactly what Scarab does. Gets to stay on the wall and just take it away with a ton of movements. You know, when you don't force somebody in the air and force them to try and fly to make an interception, there's so much more agility on the wall. 2-2. Scarab. Leaving open a net here as Zippy backflips and finds an opportunity. Notice that Scarab had kind of creeped out of nets, maybe trying to pick up some pads. Zippy, long shot from the back corner. Off target, but is going to force Scarab up into the air. Scarab will not be able to get down to the corner boost in time, and they did kind of go all in on that, chasing down for either a boost grab or a steal, and got neither. But Zippy's flip, or their flick, will be denied as Scarab resets on the left wall. Interesting little touch from Zippy to keep it on the opposite side of the opponent. Clearly thought a challenge was coming that he could low 50, but Scarab backed off, and now Scarab into the air. Air dribble bump, but Zippy could easily get back down. It's another bump, and it doesn't matter. Zippy, off of the double bump, air dribble bump, is still able to get the save, and is actually going to get a goal the other way. Scarab can't stop this from falling into the top right. An interesting double jump to reposition. Matched wave dash kickoff. Scarab not able to get back ball into play. Zippy's done a good job keeping it away. The wall dash from Scarab and a demo. So a bit of space and time, but it's going to take a really long time to get boost and collect possession. So it's going to be an opportunity for Zippy to get right back involved. Air dribble out of the corner is not headed towards the net, so Scarab pulls out of it fairly early. Plays it from the midfield instead, as Zippy will just pop a flick over the top and be able to follow it up. This is going to be a really fast pinch. 168 kilometer per hour. We had a post pinch earlier, 155. Zippy absolutely booming the post pinch, 168. Zippy up the sidewall to the ceiling. Pulling back for the musty, and the goal, 6-2. Scarab dropping the nice shots as he is respecting what Zippy is throwing at him. Zippy getting bumped as they fall back into net. Scarab, nice clean catch. Clean catch on the goal line. Didn't worry about taking it to the back corner boost at all. Knew that what mattered is punishing a low boost Zippy and getting it to net ASAP. Scarab pre-flip own goal. No, able to keep it just off target and actually maybe intentionally missed the boost in order to turn in early and get a bump on Zippy, you could argue, because it did work out in Scarab's favor. Zippy now banging one home to make it 7-3. Scarab having a rough go of it in game number 2. Give a $10 prize to the fastest goal through both tourneys. I think that we already know what it is. I cannot imagine someone beating 168 on a pinch post. Zippy resets. Taken away. A little pogo from Scarab with a minute left to go. And next, before the goal even goes in, but we're going to go ahead and go next. All right, game number 2. Can't say next and not have the game end, whether the goal you expect to go in misses or not. 2-0 lead for Zippy as we head to game 3. Game 3. Zippy up 2. As Zippy gets A long shot denied. Scarab to the sky. Zippy thought about the pre-jump. No boost left over for Scarab. Went for the wave dash catch shots. And gotten taken off his car. Zippy, can they get the double? They will. Boomed it out to the back wall. A couple wall dashes there from Scarab. Thought about going for the ball and maybe clearing it out to the corner, but ultimately decided to leave it. Wave dash chip shot as Zippy disregards the kickoff. Scarab clearly was able to read it. As Scarab touched towards the net. Backboard double. Not able to get back to it. Zippy chasing down Scarab to regain this possession. A couple wall dashes into a catch and pop. Scarab not able to prevent the Zippy goal. Zippy little camera look. How people move their camera. How they flick. How they flip. How they move. Everything can be a hint if you've watched a ton of 1v1. Right now, Zippy's going to score on 0 boost. Doesn't need any boost. Using a couple wall dashes. Oh, spamming some wall dashes to try and show off. Somebody who can hit a few wall dashes in a row. Scarab. Out of the back corner. Zippy. Thought about playing it infield. Decides to give it one more touch. Actually saves the ball. Scarab, this 50 isn't great, but Zippy doesn't have boost, and it's a high bounce. So no reason to stick around. Scarab now dribble out of the back corner. Reset carry. Will he finish with a flick? He will! Scarab loves the air dribble to Musty. We've seen him use it multiple times. I think we'll get him his first goal of this game number 3. Scarab. Wall dashing into the attacking corner. Zippy has boost to work with. Scarab going to the ceiling. Zippy, quick challenge before anything can come of that aerial setup. Zippy pretty aggressive to follow this into the corner, but got a fairly decent win. Scarab on low boost. Zippy trying to get the bump. Doesn't get it. Or sorry, doesn't get the demo, but does get the undercut. Now pass to himself off the wall. Intercepted. These two just vying for clear control. No one really has it right now. As Zippy going to put it into the back wall. It's a chain dash into tight angle shots, but I think it was off target. Power shot from Zippy. It has calmed down here a little bit in this game number 3. As these two remain deadlocked. Scarab going to be forced to use the little boost they do have to send the ball out to the midfield. So it's going to be full tanks for both. As Zippy goes to the ground, air dribble bump, and Scarab touched the ball, but not enough. Zippy going to be able to make it a 4-1 lead. Scarab flick taken away before it could really start. Another bit of space. Zippy knowing with a 4-1 lead, no reason to really rush it. Maybe playing the 50 intentionally as a safe style to hold on to this lead. What a power slide cut. Almost actually had a chance. Scarab wasn't that far out of position, but it needed a perfect power slide cut to make it happen. That double jump ain't it. So Scarab still within striking distance. It's been a game controlled by Zippy, but low-scoring games always enable comebacks. Now Scarab chip to the top left. Zippy lost control of the ball. Now Scarab on the air dribble. Reset. by the challenge before anything can come of it, and it will probably be a flick and a goal for Zippy. 3-goal lead, minute left to go. Feer at wave dash kickoff goes in favor of Zippy. Little zap dash from Scarab in an attempt to get back, but not enough. Ball still finds its way into the net. Zippy looking for another backboard double. Scored one earlier, but this one is just a complete mistake. Maybe way too heavy of a touch. Scarab delay kickoff. The mix-ups coming in late, but a pre-flip and a goal. And better late than never. I want to watch this from Zippy's perspective. Just did not expect him to be able to put it that far behind him. Zippy delaying the kickoff now. Just mirroring what he saw on the previous kickoff. Being reminded that he can delay, and it turns into a goal for him as well. Scarab lost possession. Zippy might be able to put on one more here, and he will. That is probably the game. GG's from Scarab. Another sweep as Zippy takes down Scarab 3-0. Which means it is time once again, as I need to end this match, for guessing who played in Zippy versus Scarab. Chat, it is time once again to guess who played in another sweep. We will start with the blue team. Who is Scarab, chat? Who played on the blue team? Evo, Cam, AJ, Frosty, Reddles, I don't know about that. Diaz. Interesting. Not a lot of guesses for Scarab. I mean, normally we got to wait for 5 unique answers. We see Magic Bear, Eris, Drally, LJ. We need one more. Who wants to throw another one out there? CJ. You guys are maybe deciding between AJ and Evo, but you actually just seem pretty set that it was AJ. He has 7 more votes than Evo, which is almost more votes than anyone else combined. So even if everybody said, never mind, I want Evo, I don't think it'd be enough to beat people who are saying AJ. So we'll lock it in. You guys have AJ. Zippy. Chat, who is Zippy? Who was Zippy? I see Appjack. I see Toxic. I see First Killer. I see Chronic. I see Lion Blaze. I see Evo. Lots of Chronics. I see Daniel. I see Frosty. I see Drally. And I see Zenil. Who is Zippy? Who is Zippy? It's your last guess of today. Wavy for Ripper, and then you guys guessed 2 people are AJ. You guessed Scarab was AJ, and you guessed that Takumi was AJ as well. So of your 6 guesses, 3 of them were Reddles, 2 of them were AJ. And chat is pretty darn certain that this was Appjack, who was able to get the sweep. 27 votes. Chat feels good about apparently Jack being Zippy.